Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick guide on how to beat the Pilot's Past. In this video, I'm going to show you some general tips to follow, as well as how to dodge all of the boss's attacks. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing to go over is where you want to be. So first of all, you never want to be near the sides, so I'm going to mark these in red. You don't want to be over here, and, well, not really quite up there. You don't really want to be around here and around here. And the reason that is because if you get too close to the sides, the ship will move to left to right. And when it starts moving left to right, it gets a lot harder to dodge because I think you're going to have to cross down to the bottom or go back across it. But because it's so close to you, when you do that, you're probably going to get hit. So stay away from getting really close to the left or the right. The second area to stay away from is obviously like right in front of it. You never want to be like right here. And like in general, as long as you stay away from these areas, you're not in the worst spot. I mean, I would say like you probably don't want to be too close to the ship in general. So like this is generally not good. And then as for like where the safe areas are, the best places to play on this area, on this map, are in one of the corners. So here or here is good. The reason that is because when you're in the corner, it's the longest. You'll have the most time to react and dodge the bullets. So the bullets will come directly out of the ship. But if you're in the diagonals, it'll be a longer line than if you're like directly in front of it, for example. And then I would say like the areas that you should be careful around, but it's fine to go in, or just anything in between. So like all of this stuff is generally okay. The reason that is because you're not always going to be able to stay in the corner. Like if the rockets are chasing you, you're probably gonna have to move left or right or up and down a bit. But in general, you want to try and stay as far away from the ship as possible, and the corners are generally your best bet. The reason why you want to also stay in the corners because later on, sometimes the ship will summon smaller ships that go on the left and the right. So if you're in one of these corners, it's really easy to kill a lot of them because they're going to be like directly in front of you. So yeah, try to stay in the corners. And then another thing is a lot of people forget that you have an active item for this fight. You have rockets. They're not shown in this picture because this is like the cutscene right before the fight starts. But you do have an active item that you can constantly use, and it's just free damage. So make sure you use your active item as often as possible. It just shoots a bunch of rockets out. And then one last thing to note is that you actually do have a dodge roll. So a lot of people don't think that they have a dodge roll the first time they play this, but no, you definitely still have a dodge roll. Your ship does a little flip in midair. It's basically the same as a normal dodge roll. So yeah, make sure that you're dodging. A lot of people forget that sometimes. So yeah. The first attack is a scatter shot attack. The boss will shoot waves of bullets from left to right. All you need to do is weave in between these bullets. You can dodge roll occasionally if you feel like you need to, but make sure that when you dodge roll, try and dodge roll towards the center. This way you can avoid the other direction of the bullets. Another thing to note is when you dodge roll, try and dodge when the bullets line up. That way you don't accidentally dodge roll onto another set of bullets. For the second attack, the boss will shoot clusters of bullets at you, as well as several rockets. To avoid this attack, simply stay in the bottom left corner and weave in between the clusters of bullets. Shoot down the rockets with your weapon and your active item, and you should be good to go. For the third attack, the boss will shoot out slow rings of bullets, followed by one fast ring of bullets at the end. To dodge this, simply move left to right, and then dodge roll through the last wave. The fourth attack, the boss will shoot bullets at you while summoning ships on either side. To deal with this, I move up a little bit and try to destroy as many ships as possible, and destroy all the ships on my side. After this, I can simply move left and right to dodge most of the remaining bullets. Finally, the boss will bring in lasers from either side, trapping you in a small area and forcing you to dodge waves of bullets. There's a few ways to do with this. So the first I like to do is simply dodge roll through one of the lasers, and you can avoid this attack completely. The other option is to simply dodge roll towards the back of the arena or move left or right, depending on the type of attack. After a while, this attack will stop and you'll be back to normal. Alright, so now I'm going to do a demonstration of the entire fight from front to back, using all of the tips that I mentioned earlier, so let's just give it a go. so the first thing to remember, you want to move to the bottom left corner. So let's go. So you move down here. So they're opening with the laser attack. I'm just going to roll through it because I think it's easier for me to just do that. Okay, so they're using rocket attack, so we just quickly destroy all the rockets as fast as we can. For your scatter shot, we just weave through the bullets. 3 more rockets, break these as fast as we can. And go back to our bottom left corner. Roll through that last wave there. So we're summoning enemies, so we quickly just shoot as many of these ships as we can. Alright, so now that all these ships are dead, except for that one, I guess. Oops. Got hit there. My bad. I was looking at the top left still. Alright, so doing lasers again, we just roll through. Easy like that. Okay, shooting rockets, we just destroy these as quickly as possible. And go back to our bottom left corner. So, yep. Make sure that you're always, sticking to a comfortable spot for you. You can also use the bottom right corner. It's just personal preference. I'm going to blank this because I was a little late on those rockets. Yeah, and make sure to use your active item as often as possible. It's free damage and you should just take advantage of it. Alright, so, yep. So these rockets as fast as possible. And prepare to roll through this last wave here. Like that. And that's the fight. So, yeah, hopefully this guy helps you out a little bit. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.